Hello, my gorgeous Ophiuchus, and welcome to your weekly energy check-in reading. We are just going to jump right in and get started. I was drawn to a certain deck today, so let's see what Spirit has in store for the week ahead. This could be about partnerships, seeing as I know this deck quite well. So let's see what Spirit wants you to know. The truth. Ooh, interesting. Remember. Before we speak on it, one more. Deception. Wow. Deception, the truth, and remember. I feel I hear, how could I forget? So I do kind of feel like maybe someone is coming back in. They want to kind of speak their truth. I feel like you already know the truth, but maybe hadn't heard it from this person's mouth. I heard it from the horse's mouth. I feel like this person has been tempted for quite a while to come back in your direction. They want to know if you remember the energy that the two of you shared. So I don't know who this is for you. This could be friend. This could be lover. This could have been potential lover. So like I said, it could be just about anyone for you, but I feel like when I say you already know the truth, I feel like you know who I'm talking about. There's probably not a guess in your mind, right? So let's see. Autumn. Something significant happened in autumn. Maybe this person's been thinking about kind of coming back in your direction or wanting to talk to you, wanting to clear the slate since August. Since August. Interesting. That's quite a while. It's been almost a year at this point. I wasn't going to say August, but that's what came out of my mouth. Autumn. Interesting. Spy. This person could be born in August as well. Could be for some. You could be born in August. This person's been watching and spying, I want to say, throughout the whole... I don't know, this person must have walked away and took the truth with them. They could be illuminating the whole situation very, very soon. Maybe there are some truths that you didn't know about. Ego. Ego, pride, vanity. I don't know if things had to look a certain way, and when they didn't look a certain way, this person just thought, I can't do it. Or I hear somebody else, it was a very distinct other voice, and it said above board. It needs to be above board. So it's like, I don't know if this person came to you and they came to you kind of, you know, in the quiet there, looking to just not be seen with you. Maybe it was like an ego thing or a vanity or a pride thing. I don't know in what way that fits, but I feel like if that's for you, you'll know what that is. I don't know if you've been doing really well in life. I kind of feel that way. It's like your abundance, you're standing in, yeah, you know your worth, you're standing in your abundance, you're celebrating all life's, you know, ups, downs, and in-betweens. And I feel like this person, if they're spying, they've been watching you explore all of the things that are coming your way. I feel like they felt like they had to come back in your direction. Yeah, there's still a romantic offer on the tip of this person's tongue is what I hear. It's like they've been wanting to offer it and wanting to offer it. I hear there's just something more. So I feel like that person just feels like there's something more with you. Maybe they didn't find it out there if they were searching for it. Maybe they thought that they could come across someone like you who would give the same type of energy, right? Now they just know. It's like fate will do what it has to do. Divine intervention will do what it has to do. I do hear if it's meant to be. And then I also heard, but it takes action steps. So it's like partly, you know, fate and destiny, but the other part is active movement and decision, you know, making that choice, right? Choice and action. So Let's see. Yeah, the masculine energy. Okay, there's that action-oriented energy. This person may have had an epiphany when it comes down to it. Maybe they couldn't tell certain things when they were up close involved in it, and it took a little time and it took a little distance to be able to see things very clearly for this person. Maybe they had to go through their cycles. Maybe they had other things to complete, or other things to, like, it could have been other commitments, could have been to people or to career or to family, other soul contracts maybe they had to fulfill. Now that those cycles are closed, they came to a completion. I feel like that's why this person was able to actually focus on this situation. I feel like you were meant to come in at a certain point, but maybe not meant to stay, or, you know, that's how it may have looked towards you or for you. Don't mind my mouth. Cosmic purpose. Yeah, other things had to come into play as well. Maybe you had to step into your purpose, have some growth under your belt. Yeah, have some growth under your belt. Spirit on deck. I do feel like a situation between you and this person could bloom and blossom throughout the summer. I feel like this person is maybe bombarded with memories or nostalgia, or with these epiphany moments. It's like, wow. It's like looking back at the memories and understanding that the way they felt with you in this particular situation or that particular situation, how it was different, how it was more. They could have been coming from past lack, suffering type energy, lack mentality, right? They probably had to grow. Yeah. Look, it's a rebirthing of the whole thing. I don't know who this person is to you. If this is not a romantic thing, take the romance out. If this is a friendship or a family member who wants to come back and heal things, they've got memories and they're thinking back towards the past. They have love for you with that, you know, that rose. It's just that there's a connection and there's love there, right? But I feel like for quite a few of you, this is going to be a divine other half. We do have the masculine energy. Doesn't mean it has to be a male. It is just someone who's standing in their action-oriented energy, maybe leaning heavily into their masculine energy to create forward movement. I do feel like there is emotion backing this, especially with this Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy here, Ophiuchus energy here. Let's see. Yeah, there's that action. Yeah, change is coming in. Oh, wow. Look at that. It flipped. Apology. Forgiveness. That's what they're hoping for. Whomever this person is coming in, they're hoping for your forgiveness. They want a rebirthing of the situation itself. They want to move this into the future on a new foot. I hear off to a better start. Yeah. Coming back together. Exploring the soul tie here. I feel like they're probably not going to feel happy until they actually get the apology out. There's some type of guilt that causes them to sabotage different things. And it could have even been with you as well in the past. I feel like I hear your forgiveness will go a long way as well. I feel like to helping this person heal in the first place. They are still a little worried about rejection and loss, and still feeling a bit fragmented when it comes to the loss of this connection. Yeah, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, so fire energy, action, again, action-oriented energy. Could be Ophiuchus as well. Surrender and release. You know, I feel like this person's going to feel so much better when they lighten their mental, emotional load by speaking their truth or asking for forgiveness, or, you know, handing over that apology. I just feel like this person's going to feel so much better. It's like, I don't know if this has been a monkey on their back for a while, but I feel like they're going to feel so much better about Yeah, letting that go, breaking that pattern. Maybe it's a pattern for them. Maybe they run. They feel like a connection to somebody and they run off in another direction. Yeah, they avoid the situation. And then it brings them to a stalemate and they sabotage their opportunity, right? It creates disharmony in their life. I feel like something about actually coming back and communicating with you, breaking that cycle, may actually help them. Yeah, the regret, I feel like with you, maybe they were able to repress it for a while, but I feel like the regret with you, or when it comes to a situation with you, is something that is actually propelling them forward, where maybe this regret in the past would have made them run full steam in the opposite direction of whatever, they were at odds with, they would have definitely avoided the situation. Now it's almost propelling them back in your direction. And I feel like that may be unheard of or not something that they've dealt with before. Yeah, the attraction won't let it be. For some of you that this is like a romantic situation, they can't get it out of their head that they want it to be you. They may have been the one to put the distance there, but they want to transcend that. They want to come back into unity here. They want to heal the situation and spark that chemistry and attraction once again. They want to be present in your life. They want you to be present in yours. They want to stand in abundance. They want something to be thankful for. I feel like, or another thing to be thankful for. I do feel like this person's done quite a bit of work. I do feel like you've also done quite a bit of work. Maybe seeing you do the work in your own life has inspired this person to do that in their own. They may have been stepping into their own fulfillment, and I feel like you may be getting communication very, very soon about wanting to come into a union. Divine Feminine is finally out here. This is that nurturing energy. I do feel like they are hopeful that you will nurture this. They want to nurture this. They might communicate that to you sometime this week. The energy feels really great. I feel like this could be now throughout the summer. So if it doesn't come in this week, I feel like maybe not far off from now, but I do feel like this is something that will bloom and blossom throughout the summer months and into the fall. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else? Well, I do feel like it is going to tune you in that much more coming. I feel like when big soulmate connections like this come into play, I do feel like the souls are activated or keys are turned, and it's like a new level of existence kind of comes in when you have two big energies that come in together. Yeah. Make sure you're taking care of yourself as well. This person is responsible for taking care of themselves. You're responsible for taking care of yourself. Of course, you have to look, care for the other person if you come into a connection, right? But I feel like Spirit is saying make sure that you're doing things for yourself. This isn't a situation where you walk into it and you forget about doing things for you. You lose yourself in it. This is not one of those connections. This is two people who are standing strong in their own personal power, in divine alignment with themselves, their path, their purpose, all the things that they want to do, plus all the extras that they want to take on, like a new relationship. Or, like I said, if this is a family member or a friend, this is balancing out this loving connection while also taking care of yourself and all of the things that you signed up here for, right? Okay, let's see. Yeah, balancing it all out, keeping it in balance. Is there anything else, Spirit? Anything else for the week ahead that Ophiuchus needs to be aware of? Anything outside of this situation that Ophiuchus needs to be aware of? Freedom, leap, opportunities. You may have some new opportunities coming in at the same time. I hear juggling, but I saw someone doing really well and keeping all those balls in the air as they were juggling. I feel like you may have a lot of things going on right now, and I hear what's one more good thing. So I do feel like you may have more opportunities coming your way this week. Could be in any area of life, but I do feel like you might leap at the chance because I feel like, sometimes the commitments, and not sometimes, but always, what those commitments that make you feel a sense of freedom when you enter them, freedom to grow and expand and take on, right? Those are some of the healthiest opportunities and connections. So be mindful. I do feel like those are the ones that are coming in starting this week. Are It's like commitments that make you feel like there's no limit to what you can achieve in that commitment, right? The ones that are wide open and open to creative expression, right? I just feel like there's something like that in here. There could be something artistic coming through as well. Could be a side project, could be a side something, but that's also coming through. Anything else? You might be forming a solid structure not only with this person, but maybe outside of this relationship, friendship, whatever it is, right? I feel like it could be something with work, could be something, I hear restructuring. So there could be something of a restructuring of a company. I also hear something about rebranding. So that could be something that's going on this week as well. I don't know if this is a specific, like a person rebranding themselves, or a place of business rebranding themselves, wanting to become more open and available to many, instead of catering to a certain group of people, right? They may be taking on more. Your job may be taking on more this week forward, but I feel like it's exciting, or it's interesting, it's creating something. Yeah. I feel like what it comes down to is it is divine timing at its best. Destiny and fate. It happens when it's meant to happen, not a second before and not a second too late. I don't know if, like I said, this could have been a family member for some, could have been an old friend who just misses the heck out of you. I don't know what kind of tore the situations apart. I feel like a lot of it had to do with other soul contracts and things needing to be done. I don't know if there was a friend who kind of got in between you and your person. Could be something like that as well. There could have been other souls involved in the situation. But this remembering you, your energy, spending time with you, your love, your care, I feel like that's something that this person, no matter who they are, just can't seem to get out of their system. It's like this life would be better if you were there, Ophiuchus, and I feel like that's what it comes down to. It's like they feel like you're supposed to be there, no matter who it is. Okay. All right, let's see. Your initials, their initials, and any other messages that may channel through here today. Let's see what we've got. Oh, we've got a blank. Insert initial here. No, I hear nobody left out today. I feel like this could be all different levels of situation. I feel like when Spirit hands me the cards, they give me the most, it's like the deluxe package. I get all of the information. So you could have little bits and pieces of this, or the whole thing, or the full Monty. I hear the whole story. It's like it's a vibrational scale, but they give me the bigger story. So it's like yours may not be all that involved, or it could be, but it doesn't have to be. Spirit is saying it could be just bits and pieces that you resonate with. I hear dine in, dine out, dine with you, dinner. So maybe somebody wants to take you out to dinner or invite you over for dinner. They may want to cook you dinner. You may suggest cooking someone dinner. They can come over and communicate. I see the name Mia, so could be for someone. The B is standing out here. First, middle, last name. And I heard my boo. I do hear something about booed up, so I don't know if that might be a connection to someone or something. I don't know if somebody called you that, or Or maybe you just thought the situation was a bit frightening. It just, I don't know if it was a fast moving something. I'm hearing Taylor Swift, and I hear that song, Promise That You'll Never Find Another Like Me. Um, yeah, I know that I'm a handful. So it's like that song, whatever that is. I can't remember what the actual name of it is, but I'm just hearing certain parts of it. Um, yeah, they'll never find another like you. I feel like is the energy. It's like you're really irreplaceable, and I feel like that's what it comes down to. There's something about you in their life that eh, yeah, that you just can't be replaced, and you can't be forgotten. They may have tried. I feel like they tried. I feel like for some of them they went into like depression, or um I'm hearing things like dog tired. So it's like this person was exhausted, or they felt like they were trying to work themselves. Maybe they were working like a dog, trying to, um, it's like trying to forget about this, or trying to, you know, I feel like it took a lot for this person to distract themselves from the situation with you. I hear to no avail. So it's like whatever it was, it just wasn't working. I feel like part of them, I don't know if I can say that on YouTube, but part of them expired um, when things went south with you. I feel like part of them really had, um, it's like part of this person was left behind. And I feel like it was a part of their heart. It was like a big part of their heart that was left behind. Yeah, I keep hearing that song. Me. Yeah. Yeah, I'm the only one of me. Da-da-da-da-da-da. All right, let's see. All right. I feel like I'm almost confused. Like, what do I do at this point? Um, this person may have felt that way. It's like, I don't even know what to do to kind of bring it back, or, all right, let's see. What do we have here? What do we have for Ophiuchus? Wow, quite a bit. All right, we have the little jack-o'-lantern. We have the, oh, and the light. I almost kind of, like, this is almost like the same thing to me, only one is seasonal. Because you put the candle in the jack-o'-lantern and it becomes a lantern, right? So I almost kind of feel like the two of you are very much the same. Also, one of you could absolutely love Halloween, or it be someone's favorite time of year. Maybe they're born around that time. Don't have to be, of course. But there's something about Halloween. Maybe there was something that happened between the two of you around that time. Love always and the bicycle. Forward movement. Um, you know, that arrow is being shot in the same way that the bicycle is heading in, and it's heading towards the future. So I almost kind of feel like, that's the way this person wants to kind of get things going into the future. It's, I hear on a bicycle built for two, and that came up in another reading not so long ago. Yeah. I hear rise to the heights. So it's like this person really wants the forward movement. They really want, yeah, look, you're part of their path, their purpose. That's what they feel. You may have woken this person up as well with the white stag. Maybe help them step into abundance in their own life. Maybe inspired this person to grow. Yeah, look at this. Look at the wilted flower. I've never seen this charm. This person, I feel like, was having a hard time with their growth. Maybe you helped them in some way. It's like, luckily, I hear luckily I found you, or lucky I found you. I feel like you helped them out of their slump. Yeah. H could be significant, first, middle, last name. I see that Q is standing out as well. Yeah, I feel like that's what I have for you all. I do feel like this person is looking to come in as soon as possible. They really have been. I'm seeing the spying card from the deck, so I do feel like this person is really kind of looking in, trying to find the best time to come in towards you. You may be doing very well in life. This person could also be doing pretty well in life. I feel like it just makes sense. Sometimes spirit takes someone out of your life and then they put them back later on. So I do kind of get the sense that that's what this is. Like I said, whether it's family, friend, or potential lover, I do feel like it is coming back in and could be starting, very strong feeling that it could be starting this week. All right, Ophiuchus, that is what I have for you all. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to become part of this Ophiuchus tribe. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye.